Here we are, once more, on the trail. Now we are returning, and in hopes of finding something tasty to eat along the way. Shocking revelation. There we go. You have to pay a little bit of attention to see if these are actually real. Thankfully they're not, so we can just pass on by. We need to find some big things or something. Something to eat. Wait, what? You know what? We could use you as meat sacks to all around and increase our strength if we really wanted to. We are already dealing with hunger issues though, so let's not. You are provided exactly the worst weapon possible I can find. I've brought an army to your station. I hope you don't mind. It's nothing nefarious, of course. You see, I'm just here to check up on things. Also, nice arm. Goodness. Flesh Cleaver, Model Mark III. And a Hexaw. Not really worth it. This one is a bit more multivariate, look at that. It's not something we are really interested in. Oops. That was silly of me. Okay. Okay, no, this is weird. Much better there. What world was that? A little breach of insanity, I guess. I tried to speak their tongue. I don't know how successful it was, but it was done. Maybe they also recognize the fact that this is a rather sizable army of hardened-looking targets, and they are in fact naked, shrieking people. Fine, I guess we're gonna snake and zigzag this all over the place. Shoji, what are you doing? What the hell is this? Feels like this is Krusty's car novel. Something else absurd. I don't know. How in the world did I get turned down? I swear I blinked for like 1 second to get something out of my eye. What to do? Figure it. It's much more likely to be found big things this way. That's the problem. Okay. Oof. Oh, shit, they're so hungry. Realize how hungry you guys actually were. This is so bad. So leadership is actually okay, but down. Okay, down is asterisk. Okay. Some food. Here's hope this works for a little while. It's not obviously a long-term solution, but it's what we got. Now. Sure, Triton. Whatever. Get in the water. Especially you, Shoji. I'm surprised we found no big things. No, it's great. Let's just head to Admag. Yeah, unfortunately my body doesn't let me sleep all the time, and breaks don't always come, so I'm switching to this. It's just what it is. Look at that. Go to sleep, the fuck. What? What are you talking about? You don't seem to understand how this works. Do you know what insomnia is? Okay, I have a version of that that's basically pain-induced. And I don't get to sleep because I'm in too much pain, basically, is the basic of it. So, yeah. Get sleeping pills and you get, yeah, I wish it was that easy. So there's certain kinds of pain that just, the kind of sleeping pills I need are really, really strong, really expensive, and then the kind that the government really don't like to give me. It's, yeah. Well, the government, the doctors, they seem to have a very difficult time approving it. I don't know why. The excuses they provide are, so it goes. It's just personal issues. I'm just complaining right now. Honestly, we should be focusing on the game. You see, we have a giant army here that's kind of starving. And instead of focusing on my real-life problems, we could focus on these digital problems. Because all of these hivers here need to eat. And there are a lot of them. I sound high? Well, I am exhausted. I'll try to be more concise with my speaking, so it's less. I'll be less vague and less high, I guess. Like concerted effort. I don't know how I sound high. Oh, that's right. And my cat is calling for attention. Everyone say hi. She's saying hi to you. Fish and meat. Oh, look at that, look at that. Everyone gets to eat. We're gonna clean you guys out. It's gonna be fantastic. Don't worry about me. I'm just some random guy on the internet anyways. I could be fake. You know, one of the algorithms. No, but seriously, sometimes my body just simply doesn't permit me to sleep at certain times, and I just have to deal with it. Which is one of the reasons why I get into streaming so much, because, well, I don't have the ability to have a normal job right now, so I do what I can with this. There we go. Look at that. All that food. Ladies and gentlemen. Would you look at that? Yes, I'm just talking nonsense, don't worry. I'm being silly and talking nonsense. Please excuse my grogginess. I'll whip it back into shape here in a moment. You guys can't even purchase my goods. That's how awesome they are. You cannot handle my potions. Get over here. Not too much. I think you still misunderstand. It's sort of the inverse. You see, I'm using the streaming to help distract myself from personal issues, and it's actually helping me even out my personal life. There's just the side effect of I have to wait to be in a low enough amount of pain to be able to sleep. So I can't do that all the time. Most of the time, I'm just in simply too much pain, and I have to deal with it. It may sound silly, but I just don't get to sleep. Don't worry, if I get too loopy on stream, I will call it, and if the performance of the stream gets too degraded, I'm trying to hold it together. Don't worry. Right now, mostly what I'm doing is just selling and vendoring all this random nonsense that I've picked up along the way. Literally random gears. I'm keeping the power cores. They actually have a decent amount of value, 3,000 each. The tools are actually something I could sell at base, and they might actually sell, so I'm going to keep hold. These are just nonsense, though. There's no point in carrying them. These are actually good items. These are used for making prosthetics that we need, because our guys are absolutely frail. Chicken. Ooh, you guys have been using some of your ammo. Look at all that. What are your skills at? Crossbows, precision shooting. Precision shooting is one of the things I'm most concerned about, specifically because that's what's allowing them to not shoot their friends. Exactly. That's the exact concept I'm doing. You see, I'm trying to play games that I both enjoy and I'm somewhat good at, along with games that I have experience in and somewhat interest, along with games that I've been recently introduced to, like Casualties Unknown. I stream all kinds of games, and like there's a lot of content I have on my channel actually that's very, very old. A lot of it's kind of sucky because the audio is usually crap, and the audio is usually bad, and the video is probably lacking as well. I don't know. I'm working on trying to make it better because, again, this is basically my full-time job now, by virtue of me not being able to work normally. Hello. Alrighty, that's it. At least one bag. You're a weird person, but cool. NPC person 1, greetings and welcome to the stream. We are in the process of selling items that we don't need on our way out, because we've also stripped this place of completely bare of all food, which is hilarious, because that's usually what the Srekehr do to you if you settle in their lands. But this time we were just passing through and doing it to them because, well, we have money, and they have to. They must sell. Give me your food. Alright. Everyone out. One gigantic wave of hivers. And now look at that. They are in organized rows, military formation, marching parade. They're serious. We have 2 units of ranged and 2 units of melee. One melee unit basically has exclusively katanas, and the other has katanas and pole arms. All of these guys are light units with just crossbows. Most of them have really crappy crossbows on purpose, but in recent, I've been upgrading them so they can start using them more effectively. I can't wait till you just randomly fall if you try to pass out. See, that's the thing, actually. I don't have a chair. I have a standing desk. I just stand here. Yeah, that's it. So if I do fall, I'm just gonna fall straight to the ground. Because I'm just standing here at the desk. It's one of those desks that are elevated, so it's like up near my chest, and it's more comfortable. I can just look. I don't know, it's more comfortable on my legs because I can just walk around. Also, greetings and welcome to the stream. We were just talking about you. I just stand. Yes, I stand all the time. Like literally, I'm not even joking. No, sometimes I use a meditative pose, and I get into this monk meditating floating position, and then I levitate about like 2.5 feet off the ground. I'm just joking. It's all good, man. Chairs are a luxury anyways. Which is funny to say because I'm using a luxury to explain luxury. Don't worry, guys. He's a centaur. Yeah, there we go. That's what it is. I'm totally a centaur, guys. Scrap tent. Already know you. Already know you. Alright. Well, fine. I'm just going to dump everything off on you. Give you food. That's going to provide you. What about you? You need a little bit. Let's go. Follow Master Commander. And the army marches on. Oh, goodness, Glitch, it's fine. You would be amazed what the human body would get used to over a long period of time. Sure. Let's go with that route. That's totally it. The only reasonable explanation. Oh, that's right. These guys have ration packs, and these are delicious. Well, I don't know if they're delicious or not, but they most certainly have a lot of nutrition value. Anything to learn, anything to learn, anything to learn, anything to learn. Nope, 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 nope. Fine. Either way, I guess. Whatever. Onward to victory. Okay, you're all right. You're not all right. You're more all right. Like 2% all right. 5%, 6.5%. I don't know. I'm just making it up at this point. Some indeterminate number of percentiles. You slackwit. There we go. Look at that. I can actually hit the button right sometimes. Ha 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 ha. Don't worry. I'm not going crazy. I was always like this. Who? Oh. Okay then. It was some random bone dog. Got absolutely annihilated. Nothing left remained. Just a little bit of goo. Loot the goo and move on. There we go. More calories. We'll definitely take you. Actually, let's distribute it like this. Oh, those are not edible yet. Set these off, and now we're good. that. Travel, travel, travel. No, let's please stick together. There is no reason to separate. We need you to focus and go in one contiguous group, please. Because I don't want you to get caught on the walls. Like that. Please just focus and follow. Follow, follow, follow. This way. Yes. There we go. Victory. And now we can go back to the more beautiful formation that I enjoy. And it's a little bit more conducive for combat. Koyuki. And then it just folds out from itself, just naturally. This disorganized mass of chaos into an orderly and organized group of mercenaries. The Eastern Hive glitters and gleams as they march along. Bear witness. Why do they have a crab, you ask? You're asking too many questions. They bought it on a whim, honestly, as they were passing through, aiming to pilfer the crab raiders, but they actually had good things to sell for once. You know, back in episode, I think, what, 20 or something, we actually had a settlement in this location called Anvil. Unfortunately, the save was messed up and we had to move. The location is not very optimal. It has pathing issues and I don't know. Though he is only at 96 strength, he's still at 96 strength. And Shoji is quite literally one of the most powerful or literally strongest characters in the game as of right now. I think there is one or two people who are stronger. One of them is named Tin Fist. And that dude has a way better martial arts than Shoji does. Shoji only has 51. Shoji has a decent dodge, but his martial arts is only 51. He has not trained it in a very long time. In fact, this could potentially... Drink some tea. Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. You see, we are a faction that hates another faction that's in the local region, and we want to mess them up anyways. So there's two of them that we want to go attack. One is called the Holy Nation. They are a group of humans, and they don't like hivers, especially dead hivers. You see, Shoji just happens to be both. You see that? He's a teal face. Shoji is very much a hiver and dead hiver, and when they find out, they're going to try to kill us on sight. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up to these slave mines that they have over here, and we're going to liberate all the slaves and try and murder as many of the guards as possible. Wait a second. All right. We will have to do so carefully, of course, but with a little preparation and work. Or about the organs you needed. Maybe. Mostly what we have to do is organize ourselves into a firing line that is effective. So what we're going to do is take advantage of the geometry of the land to help out with this. Have a left arm beam. It's a right arm. Just fucking again. No, you don't want to do that with these guys. You see, these guys actually hit really hard. On top of the fact that our faction is very weak and delicate, so we have to be very careful. If you want victory, then yes. Because right now we are still in training. We need to keep these trainees alive so they can actually become powerful guards. Because we have a good number of them, and having quantity is one thing, but having quality is another. Build a Trojan rabbit. I'm not quite that artistic. Sounds like something you would do in Mecha Chameleon. Alright, beef. You shall lead the charge. He's going to kite them in. Yes, you are, buddy. Let's go. You absolutely should. Hey, are you gonna come work over here? Because I can free your shackles. That's right. I want you guys to come over here. Hey there, buddy. You want to come fight? Ow. Hurts my feelings. Man, you guys suck. No. As fast as you can. What are you doing? I can sniff the blood already, yeah. There's plenty of humans laying face down in the dirt. Oh, Srekehr, what are you doing? Hold on. What? Oh, okay. So Shoji just has a 500 cat bounty for this location. Vive, on the other hand, has a 5,000 for terrorism. Stop hurting yourselves. Stop getting hurt, please. turtle. That's a name. Wow, we messed up pretty much all of them. Yeah, let's head inside. Eat their flesh instead of... I mean, unfortunately, we're not like cannibalistic in that regard, but that would be kind of an interesting way to do it. Oh yeah, get swarmed. Where's the protein? I mean, fair. Not everyone is a dune. Okay. Dunes are very efficient at dealing with that issue. And now we get to do something hilarious. And that is put these guys in their own cages. Because the irony is just too thick and too easy. Into the cage with you, fool. Well, they're the ones who started the slavery first. So, you know, honestly, we're just putting them up by their own petards. You get out of there. God damn it, what are you doing? Why are you getting back into the cage, you fool? Fine, I will put each and every single one of these guys into cages until you get out. The Holy Nation will be sealed by their own construction. They want to enslave people? Well, guess what? We'll finish it. And crime. Well, the Eastern Hive likes to right injustice when they find it. And these people being enslaved is pretty unjust. Like, if you know the history and lore behind why the Holy Nation is doing this, you get even more pissed off. So it's just like righteous indignation as you kick the ever-living crap out of them. Because when you finally are able to do so, as we are doing now, it's kind of cool. Oh my goodness. You got the ever-living crap kicked out of you. And your left arm is gone. Alrighty then. You save lives. Well, we're trying to. Well, we're trying to save the lives of the people that at least we think deserve it. You know, the ones that were unjustly enslaved, right here against their will, tortured. You know, these are just things that we just don't really jive with. So we're punishing them because we can. We are powerful enough to enforce the law, and we declare that this is the law that is worth enforcing. In this world, right makes right. So we make right by being mighty. Something like that. Is it just this guy? Stuff. Biggest shark. Because I'm a land shark demon. Fair enough. There are plenty of them here. You should get the fuck on. Getting out of here. All of your captors are not in chains. That makes no sense. Let's pick these locks and find what goodies they have inside. Would you look at that? Okay. Thanks for the money. Oh, food, just straight up. Of course you have blood room. Why am I not surprised? Alright, looks like we looted everything possibly good from them. Let's get out of Dodge. I'm gonna do once more of a search over to verify that we got everyone. Oh, you're not done. Still me. Oh, there's one more here. He's playing dead, so we'll pick him up and toss him in a cage. See if that is what it takes. Who else are you worried about? Sincerely. Did we not kick the crap out of everyone and bring them inside? Are you not all entertained? Have you not all been tended to tenderly, with tenderizing care? See no one on the ramparts. Nope, there's one. Hold on. Me bloodthirsty, anyone else? World event, empty response. What? Now you're finally doing it. Awesome. Oh, come on. Yes, save. Alright, looks like Kenshi is crashing. Hold on, stand by, I'm reloading. Do not know what happened, but it is not welcome. This is one of the wonderful things about Rikenshi specifically, is that, yeah, obligatory Azorium technical difficulties. Sorry about that. But the great thing about Rikenshi is that it automatically saves upon crashing. Whereas before you'd lose hours of time and stuff, and everything would go sideways. Here, you can just... Oh, you're good. Oh, you're being stubborn. Notorious. This bounty will never expire from the Holy Nation. Of course it won't. It's Shoji. In fact, it's a long overdue that he's had this bounty. Everyone else has really tame bounties by comparison. Beep only briefly had a bounty that was concerning because, well, 500, 1,000, 1,000. These all. Auto 7 crash. That sounds like one of the best idea in software. Yeah, it's really awesome. Rekenshi is awesome. I have no idea how they managed to do it like that, but it's really cool. Huh. Though it's labeled as a holy nation, we can do as we please with him. Alright, gentlemen, let's get out of here. Ladies and gentlemen. It's pretty much just Beep and Shoji. If it's gentlemen and everyone else is ladies, so whatever. Doesn't sound that hard at all. If the dev is incompetent with air handling, I have no idea. Kenshi has kind of been like, if you look at the YouTube page, the developers of Kenshi are still doing stuff, and they're being really cool about posting community content and promoting mods, and they're very pro community, and it's just everyone wants Kenshi 2. Everyone has been waiting for Kenshi 2 for a long time. We really want the hype to be worth it because we've been waiting a while. Like, oh my goodness, you have no idea. Oh. The human decided to join us. Well then. Me bored. Let's go another war. What we're going to do is actually release the human and let her do her own thing, but we're going to outfit her with the best items that we can first. Because on her own, she's not going to do that. Oh, an actual Paladin's Cross. Look at that. There we go. That's the irony I was looking for. Take all of your equipment. Thank you very much. Put you in slave rags. There we go. I want to bet all of your subscribers fall asleep just by listening to my voice. That is a possibility. I have been told I have a certain quality to my voice that yeah. It is a distinct possibility. I had weird nightmares sometimes. Oh, that sucks. Hopefully those abate and quickly. Excuse me. Did not mean to do that. Saw that there. No, I think I looted them for everything they've got. So, yeah. Squad. I do now release you into the wild. That means she has been technically converted into the Tech Hunters faction. What I just did. Basically, it's just because I have a specific rule for this faction on this game mode, and that is Shoji only recruits Hiver drones. Period. Nothing else. The entirety of this faction is comprised nothing else, Hiver drones, which are the weakest possible characters in the game. Each and every single one of them, as you can see, especially the dead Hivers, have exceptionally low health, whereas 100 hit points is normal. These guys have 50 each, which means they are literally 2 taps away from being knocked out almost from any weapon. And, oh, yeah, basically what you do in Kenshi, if you want to release someone from your squad, you go to the squads tab, pick up whatever, you pick you drag it, and there's this dismiss down here. You have to drag it over the dismiss specifically. That's not entirely obvious initially. There's a lot of things that aren't initially obvious, and you can use them to your advantage. Yep. This is, to be fair, a very old engine, a very old game, and it's kind of janky sometimes. As you've seen, it does have a tendency of crashing, so it goes. Considering the amount of fun that I get out of it versus the amount of frustrations that it offers, it vastly outweighs the benefits vastly outweigh the costs. Alright, this actually may be a decent spot to stop for now. I do want to thank everyone who has been watching, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Sorry, it was kind of an abrupt, I know. Just call it a weird stream. Weird short stilted stream? I don't know. Yeah, anyways. Peace.